smoke has cleared the valley, the forge has run its course. Leo stands in glory, but she looks to the source. He shaped the golden weapons, he claimed the solar throne. But Elara walks the perimeter, silent and alone. She watched him bleed the summer sun to keep the dark at bay, but heat will always flicker out and ashes drift away. Where her brother left a brand upon the mountain face, she leaves a quiet, absolute, unyielding state of grace. She doesn't need the anvil, she doesn't need the spark. She binds a fractured universe with frostbite in the dark. They thought the light was everything, the empire in the east. They thought because the fire burned, the winter had decreased. But they didn't count on Elara, or the diamond in her eyes, or the way the blizzard answers when she looks up to the skies. While Leo gave the armor, she was building up the walls, a fortress made of frozen tears, where every shadow falls. My brother brought you fever, she whispers to the snow, but I will bring the stillness that the dead already know. The solar forge is cooling down, the embers start to fade. The sister steps into the light that her own brother made. She calls the absolute zero from the edges of the stars, and freezes time itself to heal the lineage's scars. Oh, the ice is on the anvil, the wine is burning bright. Elara's turning motion into statues for the night. She's the keeper of the silence, she's the anchor of the cold, rewriting every chapter that the Solar King was told. Let the empires come with thunder, let them burn their lines. The glacial pulse is waiting for the grandest of designs. The legend spoke of Trinity, a power split in three, a crown of fire, crown of ice, and one they've yet to see. Leo thinks he saved the world with weapons made of light, but he only woke the goddess who commands the endless night. Her veins are rivers frozen stiff, her heart a jagged stone. She doesn't need an army just to validate her throne. With the wave of a frosted hand, the marching legions halt, turning flesh and iron armor into pillars made of salt. The general of the empire raises up his burning spear, but the moment that he moves it, his blood turns into fear. The air grows thin, the breath turns white, the lungs begin to freeze as the queen of ice steps forward, bringing tyrants to their knees. She thought the sun was absolute, her voice is sharp and clear, but the sun is just a temporary visitor. Down here the ground beneath them shatters as a frozen fire grows, lifting Elara to the heavens through the blinding heavy snow. Leo watches from the height, the broadsword in his hand, as his sister lays a glass-like sheet across the bleeding land. He's the summer's roaring fury, she's the winter's heavy peace, the final absolute arrest where all the battles cease. Crack goes the permafrost on the destiny they choose. Crack for every drop of blood they refuse to ever lose. With the crown of pale Aurora tangled in her hair, she turns the enemy to pillars in the freezing air. The world stands perfectly still, no heartbeat, no breath, no will. From the battlements, the grandfather would know that steel is only tempered when it's plunged into the snow. The boy king holds the burning sword,